Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. We got a few setups we're looking at, y'all. We're going to be looking for continued GU sells, and we're going to be looking for continued GJ buys. If y'all was in the live stream yesterday, you could have caught this GJ setup with us. It did a retracement right before New York session opened, and then it proceeded to finish and do the move we was looking for. Let me make sure we're sounding good, though. All right, sound cool. Now, we do have FOMC later on today. All right, we got an FOMC later on today. We were supposed to have Japanese news, but it changed. So we only had New Zealand news last night. So as far as what we're looking at right now, we're going to be looking to see if GJ can break above and hold 204.35 as support. And so we're going to be looking for guys going to 204.85. And then with GU, we're going to be looking to see if we can maintain and hold 3,400 as resistance. And so we're going to be looking for sales going to 3,370. So that's what we're looking at right now. We're also going to pay attention to the indices for buy setups. We also in the live stream yesterday, NAS100 and US30 NAS projected as well. So there's been a lot of setups opportunities this week so far. All right, new 15 just popped up. Let's see what these charts do. I like these setups right here. Yeah, I don't like how this is looking right here. We're going to see if we can maintain and hold this level as support. I like how these two are looking right here. Yeah, I like these setups here. We're looking to see if we can maintain this level. So GG has been flying since the gap. The retracement is due. Also, we look to the left here. Last time we was at these levels, we haven't been this high since 2024. But also last time, we had a big reversal take place right here. I like this rejection right here. New 5 minute just popped up. So we're looking to see if GJ is going to be able to retest and hold this level at support. If it can't hold this level at support, we're most likely going to see price retrace and try to retest 203.70. I'm liking how this is looking right here. Again, we got a few subjects we're looking at. As far as today's concerned, we got FOMC at 2 o'clock. Then later on tonight, we got JPY news. We got a new 5 minute about to pop up. I like this. That's a big reaction right there. I want to see, as long as it can close and chill right here, I'm gonna wait for the next 5 minute, 15 to pop up. Then look for a setup. Again, right now, I'm mainly paying attention to GJ and GU. I'm looking for continued GU sells, and then we're going to be looking for continued GJ buys. If GJ can maintain the whole 204.30 as support, we could look for buys going up to 204.80. And then GU can hold 3,400 as resistance. We could look for sales going down to 3,370. That's what we're looking at right now. We need to hold this level as resistance like we talked about earlier this week. So I don't really want to see it retrace back. I want to see it hold this level. See if we can continue this wave either before New York or going into New York. And you see GJ doing a big push right here. New 5 minutes just popped up. We're gonna have to break through this level to the left before we can even get to 204.80 though. Those just join the stream. We are not into these trades yet. These are just trade ideas. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal for your Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we get any charge, drop them in the chat. Make sure to like the live, y'all. If you have not liked the live already, and subscribe. We're almost at 2,000. I'm at 3,950 subscribers. We can get to that easily. So we got gold. I mean, not gold. G rejecting this level. So if it does reject this level, we'll just look for sales at 34.20. Went to the downside, just like yesterday when we had that big drop take place at the beginning of London session. I told you we could look for sales going down. So we held 34.20 if I have as resistance. We did that, but again, you can see our price rejected that level. Last night we pushed back down. We held it as resistance here, so I want to see if we can maintain this level. But it looks like we're rejecting right now, so we'll just let price do its thing. See what this next 15 does. Also paying attention to US30 and NAS. We're just waiting for them to come to my levels. But the few settings we're going to be looking at today. We're still looking for buys in US30 and NAS. We're still in the uptrend. So we're not switching from buys to sells yet. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put the stop loss. I might make it tighter, but I'll just keep it like that for now. I'm probably going to tighten it. Yeah, so we're going to see what the next 15 looks like right here. All right, new 15 just popped up. Let me get this off the screen. My bad. So again, since GU did not hold this level, we're just going to either wait for it to push back down, hold low as resistance, or we're going to see how price reacts as it retraces back up to this level right here. Let's see how GJ reacts here. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When you look at any charts, drop them in the chat. Let's see how price reacts right here. Yeah, we're in this right here. Like that retest. We need to break past this level here for us, like I said, to hit 204.80. I like this setup right here. With US30, we're still going to be looking for buys on US30 NAS100. We are still technically bullish. Again, as long as we can maintain the whole 46,600 as support, we're going to be continuing to look for buys. As you can see here, with the rejection we caught on Monday, we held the low as support still. And then if y'all was in yesterday's live, price maintained this low as support as well. But then we failed to hold this low as support that we was holding on Monday, right? So if we can break above, oops, and hold 46,720, 46,730 as support, we're going to be looking for buys going to 46,820. All right. And then with NAS100, we're going to be looking for buys as well, as long as we can maintain the whole 24,840 as support. So we're going to be looking to see if we can break above the whole 24,920 as support. We're going to look for buys going up to 25,000. That's what we're going to be looking at with US30 and NAS100. Again, we have FOMC today at 2 p.m. So do keep that in mind. See if we can take out this high right here. All right, we just hit TP1. Let's see if we can hit TP2 right here. So we're just going to swap these over. We're going to see how price reacts to this level right here. And then we got US30 and NAS slowly pushing up as well. So we got a lot of potential setups about to play out. So again, if we cannot stay above and hold above this level here, then I'd be too surprised if we do a retracement or retest from this point. But we are up about 10 pips right now, which is not bad to start it off. New 5 minute about to pop up. Thoughts on GU? So like we talked about before, we're going to be looking for sales on GU. So we're either going to be looking for sales if price can break back below and hold 3,400 as resistance. We're going to be looking for sales going to 3,370, or we're going to look for price to retrace and see if we can maintain a hold 3,420 as resistance, and then we can look for sales going to the downside. But we're looking for sales on GU. We're currently in this GJ position. We hit TP1, we almost hit TP2. About to see what this next 15 to 5 minute looks like. Again, if we cannot break past and stay above this level, do not be too shocked or surprised that we see price retrace or reject. New 15 is about to pop up. So we got a NAS approaching this level here. We got US30 approaching this level here as well. So again, we're going to be looking to see if we can break back above and hold these levels as support. Let's see what GJ is talking about. GJ is pushing. We're still chilling at TP1 right here. Let's see if we can break past this level. We're going to be looking for the same buy set that we took on Monday. So we're looking to see if we can break back above and hold this level as support right here. All right, so we see GU retracing, so we're going to see our price reacts to this level right here. New 5 minutes about to pop up. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram, playmaker_weight, TikTok _playmakerweight_. Post daily on both pages. GJ's pumping, y'all. NAS100 is about to try to break this level right here. US30 as well. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe. It's called the playbook for a reason. Win streak continues. 4-0 for the week. Catching a move before FOMC again. Everybody else will be like, "Oh, I'm not trading today because the government shut down, FOMC, blah 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 blah." Well, look, we're trading before FOMC. We're making money. That's literally all you got to do. You either trade before the news or after the news. That's literally all you got to do. Your setup's there, take it. Right, just like we talked about before we do the setup. I said we've been pumping all week, but we're still going to look for buys. Why? Because again, until the downtrend comes into play, we're going to continue to look for buys. Imagine if we were to try to go for sales here, would be losing money. You know what I'm saying? So we just hit TP 2. Let me let the members know. TP 2. And of course, you want to know that TPs, the major and minor TPs, the S sale, and all that good stuff. You know what to do. Make sure to take advantage of the end of summer sale and join Advanced Play Signal Room or join Playmaker University. But we just hit TP2 on this. Let's see if we can hit TP3 again. We're going to need to blow through this level, or we're going to have to stay above this level. If not, we're going to see a rejection take place. That's a nice move right there. So we're really paying attention to NAS too. I want to see how NAS plays out in the US30 as well, going into the next 15. GU also. So we still got a few other setups loading up, but we're in GJ right now. Yeah, we're still waiting though. Again, we're not jumping the gun early. Like I said, we don't just want to enter because price is here. We want to see if price can hold this level as support, just like we did with GJ. If you was late, rewind to the beginning. We literally entered this trade at the beginning of the live stream. You'll see how we waited for price to retest and hold as low as support. Right, you just don't want to enter trades because price touches a level. You want to wait to see if it can hold the level as well. Right. Just like the GU is a perfect example. GU touched this level, but because we didn't just enter a sell, we waited to see if it could hold as resistance. We avoided an unnecessary loss for no reason. Because again, if you'll see at the beginning of the live, we was looking for sellers. Remember, price was red, but again, what did we do? We waited to see how it closed. How did price close? It closed green, and then it reversed back to the upside. So if we would have got excited and jumped into it just because price touched our level, we would have took a loss, right? That's the difference between GU and GJ. That's why we kept flipping back and forth between GU and GJ. GU did not get our confirmations, GJ did. So that's why we ended up taking a GJ instead of GU. So TP3. And we're 4-0 for the week. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Look at that push. It's a nasty push right there. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. When looking at your charts, drop in the chat. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. So yesterday we caught this nice GJ setup. Ended up being a nice 1-5, almost 1-6 RR. This thing went absolutely crazy. It just completely flew literally all day. We caught the wick and the entire body of the day yesterday on GJ. We also caught the GBPJPY on Monday as well. We broke down both of these setups in not only the Sunday chart analysis, which we drop at the beginning of every week, as well as during the live stream on Monday and yesterday, right? So again, watch the Sunday chart analysis, see what I was talking about at the beginning of the week before market open. You'll see majority of the charts are going as projected, right? All right, we went 5-0 last week. The week before that, we went 4-0. So we're on a 2 going on 3-week win streak. How we ended September, you can see right here. If you scroll to October 1st, you can see how we ended September. We went 16-3, giving us 84% win rate. Caught 160,127 pips. And then how we ended quarter 3, you can see by going to October 3rd, July we went 17-2, August 23-2, September 16-3, ending the quarter 56-7, giving us 89% win rate, catching total of 270,214 pips. So quarter 3 we had an 89% win rate. Quarter 2 we had a 90% win rate, and then quarter 1 we had a 90% win rate. And if we go back in time to last year, you can see again we just picked where we left off, right? Quarter 4 last year we had a 91% win rate. So again, when I tell you like we literally average a high 80, high 90% win rate on a weekly, monthly, and quarterly basis, and we've been doing this since 2022. We've really been doing that. Everything's data time to document. It can't make none of this stuff up. You go to where it says subscribers, you scroll down to photos. There's over 1,900 photos, over 3 years worth of receipts. You can see screenshots of positions, student results, testimonials, all that good stuff. So make sure to hit that first link in the description. Check all this stuff out also so you can be notified as soon as we go live on here, as well as soon as we go live on TikTok. We're live at least 3 times a week on TikTok during the New York session and all that good stuff. So we're about to approach TP4. This is a very strong candlestick. We're about to see how this new hour plays out as well. Again, NAS touched the levels which rejecting. That's why I want to wait to see if we cannot just touch or break but hold. Just like a perfect example is if you was in the live stream on Monday, right? If y'all did not watch Monday's live stream, I highly recommend checking out Monday's live stream. And by the way, the sale is still active, y'all. Shout out to the new members. The sale is still active, the end of summer sale. All right, for the advanced plus student one-on-one sessions, use discount code locked in for 25% off. For Playmaker University, use discount code Playbook for 40% off. Look at that candlestick. Oh my goodness. This is what I like to see, y'all. Back to back to back GJ buys, man. Back to back to back GJ buys all this week. This is why I say just go with the flow of price. All right, just keep it simple. If you was here in the beginning of the live, I said, look, we've been pumping all week. We could see a retracement, but if we could hold this level, I'm looking for buys still because we're in an uptrend, right? Just don't overthink it, don't overcomplicate it. It's like I was talking about in the TikTok live yesterday. If I'm strictly and only going for buys in the uptrend, strictly only going for sales in the downtrend, by default, I give myself a 60 to 90% likelihood of the trade going in my favor. Just because I'm going with the flow of price alone, which is craziness, but that's the beauty of it. Look at that push. Sexy. All right, new hour just popped up. Man, I'm gonna see what happens in the New York session for the members and students, of course, but it's like maybe shit like this where, man, I could just go to sleep after this and not even worry about New York session, price action bad or not. This is why I like to trade London session because, again, I saw all over my For You page people was complaining about NQ yesterday, but this is why we trade London and New York, right? And it's funny because I literally commented under a lady's post. Shout out to the young lady, you know who you are. I literally commented under her post the other day, like it was like 2 days ago, right? She was like, "Damn, I don't know. I don't really like NAS100 no more. I think gold might be the move because NAS100 keeps on playing games." And I'm going to show the screenshot because y'all know I don't be lying over here. I know I don't be lying over here. I'm about to show you the screenshot right here. Block everybody's names out and shit. But you know, over here we don't just be talking. We really everything we say we really do over here. So let me show y'all really quick. Just send this photo to myself. We hit TP. We hit the next TP, by the way. But I'm gonna let the members know really quick. Just disgusting. This is why I get out to bed early, right? People be like, "Man, wait, how do you get up? Why do you get up so early?" Maybe shit like this, man. Early bird really get the worm. But I've always been a night owl too, so it just worked out. Like even before I was trading, I always was working. Like I said, 2 jobs, night shift or graveyard shift. So I've always been a night owl. Like I used to work in Cali. I used to work at this pet hotel, and that was a graveyard shift. I literally had to work 10 o'clock to 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. I want to say it was 6 a.m. And I remember I used to hurry up and get my work done. And so I had like at least 3 hours of free time, if not more. And I used to just be practicing and all types of shit. But that's another story for another day. Let me show you the screenshot really quick so we can talk about what we're talking about. Pull this up. Right, so here's some more free game, right? And yesterday's a perfect example of this. We also saw perfect examples of this on Monday as well, if I'm not mistaken, right? So this is what I said right here. I said, y'all sleep on London session. Let me make sure I'm not muted. That'd be hilarious when I'm muted. Okay, I'm not. Cool. Right. So you see right here, I was like, y'all sleep on London session. Literally, if the move already happened, London session, it's gonna fake y'all out in New York, 9:30 open, then do the move. So when we look at NAS100 yesterday, we caught this move during London session, well, pre-New York, right? 6 a.m. Right. And then 9 a.m. was this candlestick when it hit the all-time highs, right? It hit the all-time highs at 9 a.m. So then what do you think most people are going to do at 9:30, right? So the people that went for sales yesterday, it finally worked out in their favor, right? But if they were still going with the flow of price, they're going to be looking for buys here, right? This is why, again, we don't just inch off taps. We want to wait to see if price can hold a low as support. So what would happen if people would have went for the same buy setup here in New York session? We would have got fucked up, right? And then what would have happened if they would have tried to win for a buy? They would have made a little bit of money, but they would have missed the setup, would have been Chop City. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people be like, what's going on? What's wrong with New York session? And the move already happened London session or Tokyo and London session. More times than not, a move's not going to happen in New York session. It's very rare that we see price flying every single session, right? You know what I'm saying? We saw the same thing happen on Monday, right? We had this big move happen on this session. Then this was 8 a.m., broke this level. Then when 9:30 popped up, this was 9 a.m., boom. So then when 9:30 popped up, look at that big ass rejection, right? Everybody that was looking for buys on Monday got fucked up, right? And then when price came back up, it was 11, 12 o'clock, and then it did the move. You see what I'm saying? So this happens a lot of times, especially with NAS100 and US30 and things like that. So yeah, GU just fucking rejected to the upside. So we chose the right chart to take a setup. As you can see, DJ pushed in our favor to the right direction. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. When we're looking at your charts, drop in the chat. TikTok Studio, man. I gotta re-edit a whole video, man. I hate when TikTok do that. I was talking too long, so the fucking app refreshed. So I gotta re-edit the whole video. Oh well. Damn, I gotta redo the whole fucking post. Oh well. Yes, I'm gonna SL on profit. So anyone that took this GJ said to nobody should close this trade. Right? We got GU right back to this level, so we're gonna see if we can maintain the whole 34.20 as resistance. If so, we're gonna be looking for sales going back down to the downside. We see what US30 and NAS are trying to do right now. Again, just gotta make it simple. Just ride the wave. That's all you gotta do is just ride the wave. Let's see how G reacts right here. Those just joined the party. We're in this GJ setup right now. We're sitting at a nice 1-to-1 restore ratio setup right now. We're up about whatever we risked. We took this out at the beginning of the live. I highly recommend rewinding so you can see what I talk about when I talk about process elimination, looking for confirmations, all that good stuff. But of course, also make sure to check out the trade breakdown playlist. All right, over 100 videos of back-to-back trade breakdowns. Check out all the playlists. All right, but as far as we got today, we do got FMC later on today, so we might see some action New York session. Like always, just trade around it. If you don't understand how to trade news or how I like to trade news, obviously we don't not trade the entire day like the internet tells you for some fucking reason. But members and students, make sure to watch the past news recordings in the Advanced Playmaker University. But if you're not a playmaker yet, make sure you use it in the summer sale to join. And also check out the How to Trade News playlist on this YouTube channel as well. Let me drop the most recent one I have in that playlist. Let me drop that in the chat. We're going to be on for a little bit longer, so again, if you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat. If you don't understand why we went for buys or whatever, ask those questions as well. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good for the day. We'll see what happens in New York side. I'm still gonna do the New York price watch list and shit for the members and students. But I am really paying attention to GU because, like I said, I can just see this thing going timber, right? Especially if we hold 3,400 as resistance, I can just see GU going timber. Right? I can see this happening again. But I gotta be patient and wait for my confirmations. I don't want to just keep on jumping into sales because I want price to drop. I still need price to show me that it's ready to drop. Right? And if it doesn't show me, I will take the setup. All right. So we got NAS100 read to the pushback above here, as well as US30. So there are a few other setups we can potentially see. And the GU's still chilling here though, so I want to see what this next 15 looks like. So we got GU tapping this level right here. We got NAS breaking right here. So again, NAS can hold 24,920 as support. We can look for buys going to 25,000. If GU can maintain 3420 as resistance, we can look for sales going right down to 3,400. Yes, we got some more stuff that's going to play out. Still holding GJ. I sold some profit on GJ, y'all. All right, so shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody's been alive since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description to the free signal, free Telegram. Make sure to also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You'll see that scrolling at the bottom of your screens. Instagram playmaker_wait, TikTok _playmaker wait _. Most likely going to be going live on TikTok later on today as well. If you want to contact me directly, you can DM me on Instagram, Telegram, and TikTok. I respond to all messages. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody's been alive since y'all joined. And yeah, we're going to let GJ do his thing. And then we're going to be paying attention to GU and NAS100 as well.